As a journal makers, we are always surrounded by little charms and a lot of little details that we keep here and there. And today I have a solution for the storage of little items that I have here. Hello and welcome to my channel. I have a question for you. Are you a collector? Do you grab little things here and there, now and forever, in the past, in the future? This video is for you. So I found this beautiful quote or poster that says, "Be like a crow, collect shiny things, hop happily down the road for no apparent reason. Scream loudly when you see your friends." But I did a little bit of research, and apparently in the Eastern culture and Western culture, they have different meanings for the crow. I've seen crows all over the places, in journals, in agendas, and in diaries. And also I was looking a little bit more about the meaning of having a crow on top of a box like this, for example. And I found that in our culture, finding two crows is of a very, very good luck. But in another cultures, like in China, for example, seeing a crow is for very, very bad luck. I print this image. I can just have the two crows for good luck. And the idea of this video is to have everything in only one place. And I choose this little box. I got it from Michael's. They are not expensive and they are real wood and they're well made. This is particularly 5.3 inches times 3.3 inches times 2.8 inches. So it's the very, very good size. So I print this quote here, "Be like a crow," and I'm gonna be placing in here exactly like so. I think I don't even need glue because I printed the right size and a little bit extra millimeters, so I can stick that under the wood, like between the wood and the mesh that we see in here. So it's going just to stay here, and you see how that looks like. It's really, really nice, and I'm ready to place all my stuff in here. You can always decorate the inside of the box. This is the one I'm gonna place in the bottom part of the box. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of vintage look using my Distress vintage photo. And this is a very cute image because if you can notice, the two crows are print on top of a paper of a book page, so it looks like a dictionary page, and I really love that. And just in case, you know, for good luck, let's place it in the bottom part of our box. So this is what I'm doing today. Today is a Saturday and we are resting from Dephemberember today, but we're coming back on Monday, so you know that we always have something to work on. So this is the result. It can be a little bit darker or a little bit lighter, doesn't matter. You pick whatever you want to do. And actually I cut it the right size. I'm not gonna glue it by now. And yes, you can always laminate this or add a little bit of Mod Podge. I will do it probably later, like out of the video, so I don't have to wait for the Mod Podge to get dry. And then I'm gonna start placing all my little stuff in here. And like a crow, I collect a bunch of things that I'll be using for my journals. And also, I'm gonna renew this box. I'm gonna wash it and have it for something else that I needed probably. And I have this here because it has an elephant, also an sign, and this is called the Buddha seed. I got this at the store a long time ago, and I'm gonna have it just for using it. And a key holder, I can use it on my neck. And also this is pink quartz stone, so this is meaningful for me, so I'm gonna have it there. Also, you can do a little bit of declutter while you're doing this process. If there's something you're not gonna use or doesn't belong in here, for example, this little paper cut doesn't belong in here, the button doesn't belong in here, So you do a little bit of declutter where you are like a crow, like placing all your stuff in here. This I can keep them in my sewing little other box. And I have a jump ring here. Let me just grab it. I need it for another project. I have a little earring, doesn't belong in here, and another jump ring down here. And so now I'm sure that all this is going to go in here. Another button here. This is also super cute, like a starfish and little pieces of stone, precious stones. This is really cute. This actually doesn't belong in here, but I'm just gonna have it there because I have an idea for that. So this is going to go into the right place, and I want you to see that now I have everything in the same box. So I reduce the amount of little boxes, keeping everything together and have everything here in place. I can go in here and decorate the whole box with thread, with acrylic paint, with more of this print. Like I can have this, I can cut this and have one on each side. Like for example, let me try. So collect little things, that will be one quote, and then these two are separate and we can have them around the box. Like if you storage this like this, you cannot see the top. Then you have this here, probably this that is a little bit smaller, so that'll be like a label. And I will set, or I will place something on the bottom part, and for this I'll use a little piece of fabric or something. I have materials here, and then I'm going to have this on this side and the main one on the other side, like be like a crow, collect little things. Or I can have just this here, only collect little things. What about, let's do it. I have time in this video, so I'm just gonna go in here and do the collect little things. And for that I'm going to glue the fabric first, just like that. And let's make a tiny label, collect little things, and here we go. So that will be the front of my box, and that will be the top. And now I'm going to glue this here on this side and that on the other side. This is a good project for a Saturday. It's relaxing. You don't need to do too much. I recommend you to prepare your materials a day before, and you think about the ideas you want to develop, and then you're gonna have something like this to collect and to keep all your little things. So this is a great opportunity to declutter the little things, to keep them all together. And the last step I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with a coat of Mod Podge. So this is all for today. Wishing you a good preparation for Christmas. And of course, don't forget that on Monday, I'm going to come back with more about Dephemberember 2024. We have another 6 ephemeras to make in this 2024 December. Super nice, super cute. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know in the comments if you're going to do your little box and you're going to be like a crow. And remember, if you believe in that superstitions, just print 2 crows together for good luck. So I see you, and I'm going to turn on my chimney because Miami is really cold today. Bye friends. Bye. Enjoy. Bye friends. Take care.